Good morning, everybody. My name is Broderick Simon with CMST 220 Public Speaking, here to deliver my forensic argument speech outline for Dr. Victoria Newsom. Pollution is a major environmental problem that affects the health of the living organisms and the suitability of our planet. The effects of pollution can be seen in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. The purpose of this forensic essay is to explore the causes and consequences of pollution and to suggest solutions for reducing its impact. Pollution can be caused by natural phenomena such as volcanic eruptions, wildfires, but human activities are the main contributors to pollution. The burning of fossil fuels, industrial processes, and the use of pesticides and fertilizers are just a few examples of human activities that do lead to pollution. The consequences of pollution are far-reaching and can have some serious implications for the environment and human health. Air pollution, for example, can cause respiratory problems and is linked to heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Pollution can also lead to destruction of aquatic ecosystems and the contamination of drinking water sources, which can also have negative health impacts. In addition to its impact on human health, pollution can have economic consequences. For example, the cost of cleaning up polluted sites, such as oil spills and contaminated landfills, can be very high. Moreover, pollution can damage industries that rely on clean air and water, such as fishing and tourism. To reduce the impact of pollution, it is essential to adopt a multi-pronged approach that includes education, regulation, and innovation. Education campaigns can raise awareness about the dangers of pollution and promote environmentally friendly practices. For example, people can reduce their carbon footprint by using public transportation, i.e. walking or biking instead of driving. Regulation is another important tool for pollution. Governments can impose regulations on industries that produce large amounts of pollution, such as power plants and factories. These regulations can include emission limits and requirements for the use of clean energy. Finally, innovation. Innovation can play a role in reducing pollution. Researchers can develop new technologies that reduce emissions and improve efficiency of industrial process. For example, new energy renewable sources such as solar and wind power can replace fossil fuels in electricity generation. In conclusion, pollution is a serious problem that requires urgent action. The causes and consequences of pollution are complex, but by adopting a multi-pronged approach that includes education, regulation, and innovation, we, as one, can reduce its impact on the environment and human health. By working together as a society, we can create a cleaner and more sustainable world for ourselves and our future generations. Pollution is a major environmental problem that is causing serious damage to our planet. According to the World Health Organization, 9 out of 10 people worldwide breathe polluted air, which is responsible for approximately 7 million premature deaths every year. Air pollution is caused by a variety of sources, including transportation, industrial activities, and burning fossil fuels. The emissions are from these sources contain tiny particles that can penetrate deep into the lungs and cause respiratory problems, heart disease, stroke, and cancer. In fact, air pollution is now considered the world's largest environmental health risk, with an estimated cost of $5.11 trillion in welfare losses globally. Water pollution is another major environmental concern, and here's why. According to the United Nations, 80% of the world's wastewater is discharged without treatment, leading to the destruction of aquatic ecosystems and the contamination of drinking water sources. This can have serious health consequences, including the spread of waterborne diseases such as cholera and typhoid fever. The use of pesticides and fertilizers in agriculture is also a significant source of pollution. These chemicals can contaminate soil and water, affecting not only the health of humans, but also the biodiversity of the ecosystem. In addition, the food we eat can also be contaminated by these chemicals, posing a great risk to human health. Impact of pollution is not only limited to human health, but also has economic consequences. According to the United Nations Environmental Program, the cost of environmental changes caused by human activities is estimated at 6.6 trillion annually, which is equivalent to 11% of the world's GDP. To tackle this problem, it is essential to adopt a multi-pronged approach that includes education, regulation, and innovation. Education campaigns can raise awareness about the dangers of pollution and promote environmental friendly practices. Governments can impose regulations on industries that produce large amounts of pollution, such as power plants and factories, that they are using clean technology. And finally, researchers can develop new technologies that reduce emissions and improve the efficiency of industrial processes. In conclusion, pollution is a major environmental problem that is affecting the health of living organisms and the sustainability of our planet. The consequences of pollution are far-reaching and can have some far serious implications for the environment, human health, and the economy. By adopting a multi-pronged approach that includes education, regulation, and innovation, we can reduce the impact of pollution and create a cleaner and more sustainable world for ourselves and our generation. Thank you for watching.